והאקווריום של גטלנד. איפה אנחנו?
באקווריום. מה אתה עושה שמה?
זה עם הפינת טיטוף.
Oh, it's just like a moss or something. Oh, I'm wondering if the stuff that they put in here, if it actually, if they find things to keep them are actually really natural to their own habits. I mean, in terms, not enough just appearance, but I mean, it's really
Look how they're hanging.
That's cool. Pearls.
Right there, right in the front, right down here. You see him?
So clean? You can see it from here, that's how they eat. They wrap their tail around the pearl. And look at that one that's down on the ground. Weird, you can see his reflection above him.
It's like he's traveling in there. Look how close they are to you.
Oh, there are some stingrays over there.
The green beret.
He's probably sticking his head out of something.
He's a big guy.
You have a report lunch?
Yeah, it really eats the battery.
I bet this one's probably killing my battery. I couldn't get any pictures, so I was like, I can have this one. I will finish it up. Maybe we'll see
כאילו שמו אונייה מתחת לים.
כן, כן. רוצה להיות בסרט? שלום.
אני כריש גדול.
מה זה כריש? קרישה, קרישה.
It's like you feel like you can touch it.
Looks like he's flying. Wow. That was great.
כן, קרישים היינו.
The scratches you see are the result of a shark attack on the Arctic Tunnel December 15, 2000. Wow.
It was just over our head.
There's a close-up.
There, that's the one that puts his head up in the water.
It's gonna be really peaceful. Must be pretty comfy for them to live on.
This one doesn't move. I hope he's not dead.
Yeah, I know.
He just doesn't move at all.
His little mouth looks like a This one's romantic. Moving too fast.
Oh, this one moves.
Too close to him. I need to be shorter.
Wait, where's his mouth?
All that light's coming through.
Oh, behind you.
Yeah, it's a ray. Just missed it. For some reason, when I need to take something, you know, they always disappear on me.
It's like they're taunting you.
Yeah, here I am. Oh no, you're not going to take this picture now.
When you press it and you get a picture, it's not there anymore.
You.
Hi, people. He's got wrinkles.
Now Greg is going to be feeding our fish a head of bok choy cabbage, and as you can see, they'll be following him around the whole show. They're very used to us feeding them. We feed them every hour on the even hours throughout the day. Now this exhibit in front of you holds 65,000 gallons of man-made salt water. It's home to 100 different types of fish, and actually over 1,000 individual fish at any given time. Now before I describe some of the fish for you, I would like to tell you just a little bit about coral. People think that corals are actually made up of either rocks or of plants. Corals are actually made up of thousands of tiny animals called polyps. And corals belong to a group of animals that have soft, jelly-like bodies with stinging tentacles around their mouths. And the polyps extract minerals and nutrients from the water, which they'll use to build hard limestone skeletons around their soft bodies. Now these skeletons lock together to form the reef that you see here. Now sometimes they lock together to form unusual shapes, like the pieces right under Greg. Those look like the horns of a deer. Those are called staghorn coral. They may also be flat and stacked like tables, like the piece going up the middle here. Those are called table acropora coral. And then they also form large mounds which resemble brains, and of course this is called brain coral. Now all of the coral that we use in the aquarium is artificial, except for the coral that we have in our living coral exhibit. That's located in the Gallery of the Seas, just 2 rooms over. Now the main reason that we don't use living coral in our large exhibits is because corals are very slow growing habitats. They actually only grow about 1 square inch per year. So a coral reef this massive would actually need hundreds, if not thousands of years to form. Now another reason is because corals are very fragile habitats. Any touch, whether it be by diver or by boat, can actually break the formations, killing up all the coral polyps that make them up. As you can see, Greg is being very careful not to come in contact with any of the coral, even though it is artificial in this exhibit. And then another reason is if we try to remove this amount of coral from the ocean, it would surely not survive the trip over, but it would also be destroying the homes for all of these fish in the wild. So that poses the question of where do we get our living coral from for our living coral exhibit? We do not remove it from the ocean. We actually get it from a group of very patient scientists that grow it especially for aquarium Hawaii, Australia, and Japan. And that's where all of these fish are from. Now I'm going to take this time to identify a few types of fish for you. If there's one that I missed that you had your eye on, just let me know after the show and I'll be sure to find the guys who like to come back.
Now that's his heels, baby. That's not his eyes.
Try to do it again, please. I'd like to see it. I mean, it's just amazing. I think they enjoy it. It just shows how curious they are, you know.
Abby, you say it.
To focus on feeding them, and then we'll come back to you for maybe some questions. Now, folks, you'll notice that Crystal is feeding those penguins a type of fish called kingling. They eat about 20% of their total body weight every day in food, since they have such a vast metabolism. Now, that is the equivalent of a 100-pound person eating 80 quarter-pound hamburgers every single day. So I don't know that we can eat as much as the penguins have to stay sustained. Now, Tara is recording which penguins have been fed, as well as if they've received any vitamins or any medicine during this feed. Our colony of African penguins consists of 25 individuals, and with them looking so similar, we tell them apart using armbands on their wings. The males have armbands on their right wings, and the females have armbands on their left wings. Now, besides that, if the penguins do get any closer to the acrylic, you'll be able to see that they all have names listed on those armbands as well. Now, these are African penguins. They are found on the southern coast of Africa. Fully grown, they'll be between 18 and 22 inches tall and weigh anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds.